Listen, if they think they're broke now, wait until wait until he implements these tariffs. I keep seeing everything on Google about people searching for what is a tariff. How do I change my vote? All this type of shit. Right after the election, it went up 700%.
Bro,
What is a tariff?
bro, these people do not care.
Dev don't know how you do it. This North Carolina weather, it's cold outside. But I'm here to tell y'all that Walmart, Lowe's, and AutoZone has given out warnings that because of Donald Trump's tariffs, their prices are going up. Okay? Pretty much saying, don't blame us. Okay? This ain't us. We don't want to do this, but this is what we have to do to ensure we're making money. We all tried to warn y'all that this is what's going to happen, but y'all didn't know what tariffs were until after the election. But that's our fault, right? Right.
So it's already started. I import products from overseas. Products that are made of materials that are not produced here in the US. They haven't been produced in the US for, 50, 60 years. So no matter how much I wanted to pay, I could not get these materials here in the US. And all of my manufacturers have sent me emails letting me know that because Trump was elected and he has threatened tariffs, all of the pricing will go up in January in anticipation of these tariffs. So the goods that I buy will cost me more money, not the other country, and then I will have to raise prices that I sell them at to make that up. So it's already started, and for people who didn't realize what a tariff was, you're about to find out, okay? Because it's going to affect everything that you buy. Because there's not a product on the shelf that doesn't have some element of it that comes from another country. So, good luck.
Oh, I found a quiet place to be. Well, I had just got off a meeting with my partners for my business. And basically, we've decided to go ahead on and try to buy up at least 6 months supply. We already have 6 months supply because of the proposed tariffs. And we're going to actually forego salaries to make sure we have what we need because the proposed tariffs. And see, a lot of people think the foreign companies pay tariffs. And no, the American companies pay tariffs, and then the prices go up, and then the part of those tariff taxes are passed on to the American consumer. I am a black-owned business. I have a fragrance brand called AZ Apothecary, and I'm kind of glad that we still have some stock. Most of my stuff is American made, but a lot of my containers, jars are coming in from China. And also there's a lot of companies that are gearing up to mass stock up on supplies and forego people's bonuses because of the simple fact that those 50% tariffs that they're going to be imposed. So what a tariff is paid by the American people, American companies, not the foreign companies. So when those things are imported in and those taxes are charged, it's going on. The Americans are paying that. So basically, ultimately, it is going to affect you, not the foreign country. Again, those who voted against the interests of Americans, you made a very big mistake, and now everybody's going to pretty much pay for it. And so we are preparing right now. Like I said, I'm okay. I'm always going to be okay because I understand how government works. I'm actually going to be finishing out a certification in local government. And, but a lot of people are going to be going without bonuses this year. They're going to expect, no, you're not going to get a bonus. They're already starting. People are already losing their bonuses because the company has to make executive decisions to stock up on supplies so they won't have to purchase after January the 21st. And you know what? It is unfortunate, very unfortunate. So I'm like, good luck with that.
Last time Trump instituted tariffs during his first term directly contributed to my small business shutting down, closing its doors, and real Americans losing real American jobs. And I have this story to tell because I am frightened by the number of people who think that tariffs are paid by, in this case, like the Chinese. No, tariffs are paid by the distributor or the importer of record. So the importer could be a distributor that then distributes to even, second and third parties before it even gets to the end consumer. So that markup is getting passed along a multitude of times. It's growing exponentially. It's kind of like a game of telephone. By the time it gets to the end purchaser, who knows how many times it's been marked up, but at the very minimum, it's got that 20 to 60% tariff tacked on the front end. And it's not nearly as simple as, oh, well, that means we'll start making those things here in the States. No, we are incredible at tech, but not tangible tech, not like the parts that go into your phone, but like the software tech, as well as defensive tech. So creating new weaponry, we're fantastic at. The parts, the materials that go into those things, and pretty much every industry, do not come from here by and large. And remember, even if we magically had the infrastructure and the labor to make these things in America, which, by the way, the mass deportations that we're talking about is going to impact that heavily. But let's say that we had the actual people and we had the infrastructure to bring those jobs here and start making components and plastics and raw materials and motherboards here. Do you know how expensive labor is here? And still people are barely getting by? It's 10x what they're able to pay in China, or what they do pay in China. So you're talking about actually 10xing the labor part of cost of goods if you bring those jobs back to America. There's not a good outcome for carte blanche tariffs. So for me in the beauty industry, which I still am in, and I still do manufacturing, my first beauty brand grew pretty big, 7-figure brand, Oprah's O-List, Good Morning America. We worked with Lord & Taylor. And during Trump's first term, he instituted tariffs. And I got very real emails from my very real large suppliers saying that they had to pass along those tariff costs to us and what our new prices were going to be. So we had to raise prices. And not only was our customer base not receptive to that new pricing, but it was very hard to regroup and find a new customer base while hemorrhaging money from losing our existing customer base. This led to subpar decision making across the company. We were trying everything we could think of to cut costs, bring in revenue, and ultimately it showed in the products we were launching, some of the decisions we made with retailers, and in the end we had to close our doors. Could you say with better management that wouldn't have happened? Yeah, I'll take that on the chin for sure. If you think every small to medium-sized business has perfect, flawless management, I don't think you know shit about running a business. Like, these things have real tangible impacts that can really close a business down. And it's actually even much bigger than that, because I know of two, top of mind, two boutiques we worked with where we accounted for over 30% of their revenue, and they did not find a brand to take our spot quick enough that could draw in customers quick enough, and they closed their doors. All of this is pretty haunting for me. Like, it was a very traumatic period of my life to be like 27 years old and managing this, like, very scary. So now with my current beauty brand, knowing what I know, I'm scared, you guys. I am. I'm hoping to do 1,000,001 things different, but the impact is going to be catastrophic nonetheless. I just wanted to communicate this very real story, and also, I guess on that note, encourage you to go stock up on your favorite consumer goods. Like, beauty products, because chances are in 2025 the prices are going to skyrocket. So I'm not suggesting overconsumption, especially because of all of this in the economy most likely going tits up. You should be saving, paying down any debts, getting your savings balances up. But if there are tried and true products that you use, you go through, you repurchase, stock up on them now. Cheers, guys.